Okay, that will have to do. Having this weird problem with the... I've got a tripod, obviously. I mean, I guess theoretically you could guess I just had a stack of books or something, but yeah, I've got a tripod and I don't pay too much attention. Ideally I want to have my guitar in the shot, so if anyone wanted to copy me, they could do that. I don't think that happens every single practice video, but I do my best. And of course, I want to have myself in the shot, which isn't too difficult to simultaneously achieve with getting the guitar in the shot, blah blah blah. Must be the boringest thing to hear, but just... My amp is so powerful, I don't know, there's been little demons who've been playing with the tone. I don't know if they've been playing with the gain. But yeah, my amp is so powerful. Like, I could play like a large, like a, not a stadium, but I could play like a pretty large venue with this amp. And I'm pretty blessed, I'm gonna say it. I'm pretty blessed to have it. I'll turn that off. I just turned you off. Why are you not off? Okay. I don't know what that blue light does, if that's not the power button, but whatever. So, turn that off just so we can hear the guitar better. I don't know if that's really an issue in the videos, but it's distracting to me at least, so. This is much better. Like the distonality of this note, I wasn't even noticing how distonal that was, and it's supposed to be distonal. Like for example, that still sounds good, but stuff like that and stuff like this, these are actual chords. I guess theoretically anything could be a chord, I think. Like I have to think, like what would the people who are online, who my guidance counselors, so to speak, what would they say? Would they say any random thing you put on the guitar could be a chord? I don't know if they would, but if you ask, like, I don't know, I'm gonna say Slash. I don't like Guns N' Roses, but apparently he's a good, I don't, whoever, some guitar god of some kind. You ask them, I don't know what they'd say. Okay, yes, I think this is the second time I'm practicing today. And you know what, I got a good night's sleep. And I should savor that. I was really not feeling the guitar before I started. I was like, you know what, man, I'm totally bored, I should play guitar, but it's just gonna be boring. I was in that like everything is boring mood, and so I'm glad what I did is I had a coffee, and then I said okay. And I'm trying to really limit my coffee. I drink too much coffee. And it's probably the cause of my sleep problems, obviously. But I had a coffee. I'm at the stage right now, the clock resets on the coffee, the 24-hour coffee clock that I'm on it. I chart my progress. Arbitrarily, it starts at 7 p.m. just because I happened to wake up at 7 p.m. one day, and that was the day I started recording how much coffee I drank per 24 hours. So anyways, the clock resets in about 5 hours, and I can have maybe one more coffee, and if I have one more coffee, I'll say that I've tied it with the previous days, as opposed to reduce. Obviously I want to reduce. And like, I don't know, I think if I have 2 coffees between now and then I've gone over a bit, but I don't know, it's the holidays I could say. Like, coffee's not that bad, but it is that bad. Yeah, you don't hear about coffee addicts. I watched tomorrow's video, I'm like, I haven't slept in 13 hours. It's funny, but like terribly painful. So I believe this is C minor. I have trouble pulling it off. Just position of the fingering. And it's very close to the B and F chords, which is strange. But yeah, apparently that's C minor. So this is C minor. I think I've shown you this before in another video, but so yeah, I'm not getting very good voicing. I think that's the term. Not very good voicing out of that, but here's F major. And as you can see, it's just a stones. If you can see, okay, so assuming you can't see, C minor goes, first string is pressed down, second string is on the second fret. So first string is pressed down on the first fret, second string on, shit, I should do this so I know. The second string is pressed down on the second fret, and third and fourth string on the third fret, and then fifth string on the first fret. So it's what's called a bar chord, because since the sixth and since the first and the fifth are both pressed down, and you gotta press down on some other stuff in a more downward, like, see, it's going down. I don't know. I don't know the language that well. Anyways, it's a shape, and if you know guitar, you know what I'm talking about. I could just look it up, whatever. Anyways, the point is, so like, the first string and the fifth string have to be pressed, and this implies a bar chord. And with bar chords, you basically use one finger and pretend, like, think of iron bars, which I think with slide guitar they literally do use those. But anyways, so you gotta, but the thing is, like, my finger at least, and I think a lot of people's fingers, they're not cohesive pillars. Like, they've got definition to them, they've got shape, and like a beautiful woman's body. I'm sorry, that's a horrible joke. So since they have curves, my finger has curves, like, yeah, whatever. So since they have curves, when you're pressing down, especially sideways, like if you press down so the front is that's a little bit easier. But based on the way that I have to bend my hand for the C minor chord, I'm basically barring the first fret with my index finger on its side. And maybe if I do hand yoga, whatever you want to call it, I could bar the first fret with the, I'm going to call it the base of my finger, which, looking at my finger, I do use to bar certain chords because there are horrible red marks all over it. So there's horrible red marks on my finger from barring various chords every day. Anyways, so based on the fact that the finger is curved and you're trying to bar these two notes, you have to move around the position, and it's... Why am I explaining this to you? If you're watching these videos and you're hearing like what's basically a beginner teach you how to learn guitar, you're either laughing because I'm so stupid and like this is so basic, or you should be playing guitar yourself. Sorry, I'm not trying to insult you, but like, I don't know. Like there's this corporate chain called Long and McQuaid in Toronto, and you can rent a guitar for a week for like $20. And I'm on welfare. I realize I live in like a pretty nice house. Like my parents they're not super rich, but we're comfortable. But anyways, I think to a lot of people, $20 for like a week, especially like if you think about it, like say you spend 3 hours a day for 7 days on this rented guitar. Then you divide, so that's 21, so it's like $1 an hour. And that's pretty good, I think, in 2014, almost 2015. If I sound rich and entitled, like, come on, please, like, you have to, I know there are people who don't have that money, but, God, why do I have so much guilt? Jesus. Listen, I don't have money too. If I had the option, I would be living in an apartment, and those cost $1,000 a month, and that's money I don't have. Given that, well, I do have that, but then I would have to buy food, and the little things in life, blah, 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 blah. So I'm spoiled, but I'm not spoiled. Okay, I'm a schizophrenic, man, I'm sorry. Let's get back to the guitar. Why have I been talking for so long? I'm trying to play C minor. This is what like internet politics do to you. Like combined with the upbringing of like the so-called socialist upbringing I've had, and then combine that with internet politics of like shaming and guilting you, and like it's like Facebook is basically an advertising tool for companies to sell you products, and people get on Facebook and advertise like shame and guilt. And why would you do that? Advertise slippers, not shame and guilt. Okay, now I sound like a jerk again. See, I'm very aware of myself, so please at least give me credit for that. So that sounds okay, that's C minor. And then F major is just like, you basically move your 3 fingers that are in the lower position on the fretboard over, and you get F major, C minor, and I don't know how these things are connected. I'm sure, I don't know. I'm pretty sure once I play enough guitar, I will find a deeper meaning to the connection. Anyway, so yeah, that's F major. Okay, I'm just talking for myself as well. You realize that, and like, okay, just sorry. I'm sorry. Insecure. I'm a babbling mess. Okay. So that one, that's like, okay, this is F major. More or less, that's what I'm supposed to do. That's F minor. Okay, so C minor, F minor. And then the problem with that is I thought that was B major. Turns out B major is this. Whoa. So that's B major. And then B minor is like, B minor is basically the same as C minor, but everything's moved down. So I feel like okay, obviously I had a coffee before this, and I'm on anxiety pills. I clearly have some kind of neurosis, but the fact is I used to have psychosis, so the fact that I have neurosis is actually better. And now I'm anxious that like something, oh Jesus, something I say, why am I, this is why people practice without the camera. But do people who practice without the camera talk to themselves? I don't know. Because I think there's benefit to talking to myself like I'm talking it out. It's therapy for like the fact that I'm fucking crazy. And it's also therapy for the fact that no, it's not. It's therapy because I'm crazy, and it's also beneficial to conceptualize music in my own terms. And if I'm speaking, I'm conceptualizing it. I'm surprised I'm not getting like Gangnam, I don't even know how to say it, Gangnam Style. We were playing C. Okay, Gangnam Style hit view counts based on people going like, listen to this guy just ramble. Like, these are the types of people who end up homeless. Like, yo Joe, you're thinking of quitting your job? Come over here. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He calls himself Ben Bola. He's teaching himself guitar, and just listen to him talk. Joe, just trust me, don't quit your job. Just, you don't want to be Ben Bola. So, this one's B major. No, this one's BB. And this one's B major. But we're doing the C's. So why do I keep going to B? B is connected to C. And if someone who did, I'm sure people who know music understand what I'm saying, and I don't sound like a complete weirdo, but okay, if I'm going to keep talking, I'm going to need water, so I'm going to shut up, because I should shut up, and yeah. So now I'm on my G's. I like moving around the G's. People have recommended I take the chords and move up and down the fretboard. And I like moving around the G majors. There's two G majors. There's this G major, and there's this G major. And there's probably other G majors. Well, there's this G major, but I think this is like G, and it's also A inverse. anyways, so, while we are here, shit, where? Okay. G minor. There, okay. Yeah. So, may as well go to the Fs. I think I was talking about something, but this is like, I have a blog called Evidence That Will Get Me Arrested One Day. This is like guitar practice that will get me arrested. Brian Jonestown Massacre. And I saw Anton Newcomb post on Twitter. Shout out, I doubt he's watching this or ever will. So I saw him post on Twitter about some guy who was ripping him off. And I'm like, oh no, I'm a beginning guitarist and I'm like trying to learn his songs or like whatever, like bits of them. Like, I think you're supposed to learn the whole song. I think beginning guitarists, if they're not allowed, if they aren't given like poetic license, whatever you want to call it, to learn other people's songs, I don't know, Jesus. I didn't finish that thought, but I think you get what I'm saying. So, yeah. Anyways, Anton on Twitter was talking about this guy who's ripping him off, and I was like, oh, no. What if he created this fake identity of this random person who's ripping him off, and I didn't really understand the details of everything. I think I'd have to actually check out the guy and look at his music and see if he's ripping him off, but I didn't really care. So, yeah, I keep forgetting my point. Basically, I want to be good, I want to be free of sin. It's like every time you free, I'm freeing myself from the bond of alcohol. And every time you free yourself from a bond and create a new bond, like I'm creating a new bond with the guitar. Oh man, I feel so bad about myself, like, even just saying that, like, ew, gross. So, you free yourself from what I call a vice. So, I'm free of the alcohol vice, and now I'm in the guitar vice. In the guitar vice, it's like, if I ever actually get to the point where I'm good at guitar, Anton Newcomb or whoever, like, whatever song I'm trying to learn will I'm basically just literally trying to learn. I'm not trying to like make $1 million. I'm trying to learn how to play the guitar, and I happen to be filming it. And like, yeah, theoretically you could say whatever. Anyways, I forgot my point again. I think the anxiety pill. Every time I get worked up, the anxiety pill's just like, it knocks me out. And so 3, 5, 7, 9. But what am I doing this? Like, this is all well and good. Okay, I'll do this, but I should be working on Caged. It's like I'm fooling around with these chords right here. I'm learning this progression when really what I should be doing. Okay, so that's enough of that. Ben, do your homework. You're a big boy. Big boy. You know what is the most important thing you should be learning, and this is the most important thing, because you can feel how it affects your brain. When I work on this, like, I can feel my brain turn on, and actually it's turning on less and less. The more I know, the less I feel the like intense pressure of my brain working overtime to grasp these simple concepts. And so the concepts become less simple and my brain feels less hurt. Or maybe my brain's getting stronger. Oh, no. Anyways, it's becoming more routine and something I'm able to do with less difficulty. And if you're seeing this, I really think I'm at the bottom of the barrel in terms of skill, but if you're seeing this and you're like, oh, whoa, how is he doing this? It's not that difficult, but it's just repetition. What are we doing here? Okay. Why do I keep forgetting that? I think it's because the guitar is sideways. So 8. I still have trouble like just jumping to 8 or like jumping to 10. Maybe because I'm counting down and I can go 3, 5, 7, but when you get to 9 or like get to 8 or 9, you're like, okay, is this 8 or is this? Can you even see me? I don't know if you can see me. So is this 8 or is this 8? Like you have to like jump to it like really fast. You have to know that's 8. And I don't know, I could count from here to here, but usually I count from here to here. I really hope you could see me. No one's watching, Ben, so stop being so freaked out. Jesus. Oh God. Okay, so just stop talking. The root note's so important, but so aggravating to get through. I'm getting through them more easily, but just because it's easier to get through it doesn't mean I'm actually learning it necessarily. I think I'm just learning how to read the graph easier and the relationship. So I'm learning the fretboard, so that's good. But what I want to learn is the root notes. So it's just month after month. I don't need a metronome, no metronome. Am I alive? Oh man, if this video outlives me, that would be so cool. of this video if I remember. Note to self, remember. I know you're not going to remember, but at the end of the video, so theoretically people watching do not want to see the shit, but like I'll tune my guitar. So why am I tuning it at the end instead of the beginning? Because people don't want to see you tune your guitar. But if I tuned it at the beginning, it would sound better. But yeah, it's a delicate balance. I feel like I have way too much responsibility, some kind of deity. I don't want to offend anyone, you know, this is all in good humor. I actually don't know how old guitars are. For a long time I was thinking about how I did that wrong. Shit, okay. So for a long time I was thinking something or other that is not important, because I forget, because I am weird or something. Yay! Okay, G. Even past 7 it gets difficult. Well, past 7 is 8, so exactly. And, okay, I think this is an awesome guitar, and maybe other guitars are set up differently. Yeah, I saw one with like birds on it or something, but put in 12 as the 2, like everything's a 1 except for the 12 has the 2. So that's something for your mind. It's a trick for your mind to like, no, okay, the 2 is 12, so the 2 is 12, this must be 9. I'm glad I got that. Anyways, why am I talking? Oh, what I wanted to say is, one of my tutors, he definitely would not want me to be playing around with the G like I am, because this is G. So whatever, this string is a note, this string is a note, and the notes in between, and so the first string, the 5th string, and the 6th string are pressed, which means the 1st string, the 5th string, and the 6th string are changed into a specific note variation. Then it's like E, A, G, D, B, please E. So, I don't know, please let that not make a fool of me. Anyways, so pressing on the strings change it, so like that's a note, that's a different note, obviously. So you're pressing on 3 strings to change those three strings into a different note. Now if you were to move down, like say this is the chord shape, so if I were to move down, I would want a bar up here because there's like 3 strings in the middle of this G major that are what's called open. And so, for example, E major there are 3 notes pressed down, or 3 strings pressed down, and 3 strings that are open. But if you move it down, you go like that, and then you get, so that's why that is called the E shape. And you have to bar, because this is the very top of the fret, top or bottom, I don't know, of the fretboard is whatever. I don't know why, it just works that way, so. But you can't do that with G major unless you have a clip, or unless, I don't know. I mean, what if I were to try to do that, how would I do that? I'd go like this, this, and this. So if I go like that, and, okay. Yeah, so that's what that is. And that is something that is included in the chart. Okay, so I am stupid. Anyways, so I just learned something. I taught myself something. Okay. So if that's that, then we need to go and then go. So what I was doing before was just like recklessly, like a clown on patrol, trolling the streets for criminals. I was just going, and what I should have been doing was, like, you know, those rules, I could lose my license. Okay, that's enough of that. I should stop thinking and purchase a stick of gum. Yes. I love myself. That's not good to say you're bragging. Sometimes you have to tell yourself that you love yourself. Yeah, I love shepherd's pie. I'm a monster. Did we do this? I think we did this. Yeah, okay, so we're allowed to do this. Trust me, if you haven't been following the videos, almost nobody, I'm pretty sure nobody. If you are somebody who has watched every single video, oh my god, I owe you money for making you go through that. Anyways, if this seems impressive, I'm impressing myself, but you have to keep in mind, this is like, what is now 4 months of work. And if it seems the opposite of impressive, well, Jesus, I spent 4 months, like fairly dedicated. Like, I mean, I did not like start tying up myself, and I don't know, any kind of like metaphor I could make and sort of say I'm more dedicated than I am is problematic. Okay. one in my room. No one's coming to hurt me. I wish I could just like be blind and switch from E major to like I don't know. So yeah, that's E major. I'm scared. You can hear the footsteps, can't you? You know what the footsteps mean. So. That was actually beautiful. I'm the greatest boxer who ever boxed. Even in the people who died before me, and there's no written history. Constantly checking to see if the video is still recording. I love you. And this is where we got the, what do you call it? Oh, polysporin. The polysporin's on this part of the guitar. I wish I was that smart. I wish I was that smart. And where you get it up? All these little song fragments in my head. So was I doing that? The demons inside me. Whoa, where did the demon come from? No, okay. shape. So we know that this is an A shape, this is a E shape, this is a G shape. Look how smart we are. Jesus. I don't consider it taking the Lord's name in vain if you are truly exasperated. Like, if you really need to say the Lord's name and like you need His help, like that's why you're saying it, then it's not in vain. You need help. I don't know how I was able to become a Christian fundamentalist so quickly. Was I even on D? Wait. Where am I? Okay. What are we doing here? Did I just do this? I don't know where I am and what I'm doing. Okay. I need medical attention. No, okay, yes, I did D. Okay. So this, which we already did, but you keep making me do. So 3, 5, 7, 9. Which is like this. Okay, yeah, so this is my thing. Okay, calm down, reduce speed. If I were smart, okay, I'm smart. Now we can leave it. Now we move on to lithium. Come on, slow down, slow down, slow down. isolating the chords, that's what we're doing. See how bad it sounds? Resist. Why am I so slouched? Do not be so slouched. Cobain was slouched. I don't care. Cobain was dead before. You're older than Cobain. You're better than Cobain because you're alive and he is dead. I feel like I just said I'm bigger than Jesus. Shit. Where did it go up? I can't even do anything. Ah. Just had a bug. Am I hallucinating? No! Oh, it's the light. It's the light. Okay, start again. Don't let the light scare you. I did that at a stand-up gig. I was like, the lights! And then I heard people say, Jude, if he's afraid of the lights. But it was a joke. Good tidings to you, sir. And now we do. I'm done with that. I'm good. Maybe I'll do it later, but enough with bite my lips and close my eyes. No. Let's turn this up so we're not killing this thing. Yeah. Stop. Okay. And I think we will say we've done enough. If that's not at least half an hour, I will be so shocked. I know I went quickly, but so what is that? Yay, an hour. Bye-bye.